want to talk about traditional dyeing. Traditional dyeing is actually what our elders use to put in their baskets, in their grass skirts. So I've just taken that process, modernised it and put it into my designs.
At the end of September 2017, I traveled from Brisbane to Cairns to meet up with my friends Sarah Fagan and her family. They were so kind to help me out with my project and offered to introduce me to Sarah's aunt, Simone Arnol, who is an Indigenous artist who designs modern clothes using traditional methods. Entering Simone's house was like entering an art museum. Simone is an artist and a fashion designer, and her partner, Bernice Singleton, is also an artist and a performer. Some of their works are displayed around their house.
About 2 years ago, Bernie, who you're going to interview in a moment, I met Bernie and I saw his artwork, and he didn't know I actually did any art, and I showed him and he's like, wow, you've got to do something with that. And he opened up those doors. He introduced me to Yumi Arts, which is the Indigenous peak body, art body for Cape York, North Queensland and Torres Strait. And I went through the exhibition ready program with them, and I had my first solo exhibition this year. I had over 25 pieces, and it was a very successful exhibition. A lot of them got sold over to New York.
Amazing.
And doing that solo exhibition, it also connected me back to country. I got to, the exhibition was called Identity, so I drew pictures of my great-grandfather from Yarrabah, my dad, and it was also, the basis of the exhibition was based on an audio from my granny, which was recorded in 1985 about life over in Yarrabah and being part of the stolen generation. So it was, yeah, it was very heartfelt, that exhibition, and the family felt it as well. They all came to the exhibition. It was like bringing life and also educating the next generation about what our family went through. Yeah.
We then went downstairs to the backyard so that Simone could show us what the process of traditional dyeing was.
So there's 4 components to my designs. First one is traditional dyeing. The second one is keeping it sustainable, so caring for country, using recycled material, which I get from Salvation Army, all the op shops, Lifeline. The third one is passing on knowledge to the next generation, keeping culture strong. And the fourth one is community awareness about issues which affect the community, such as one of the dyes that I obtain and extract is from mangrove bark. And there's a problem up in the Gulf at the moment called dieback. So there's 4 different species of mangroves, and the forefront of those mangroves from Normanton over to the Northern Territory border are actually dying. So I'm bringing awareness to that.
The dye that Simone uses are from mangrove trees, but the dyes don't come from the tree, but within the tree itself.
That's what we do. We get the bark and we basically crush it, and then we peel it off. And have a quick go. Just watch your fingers. And then the rest of it is a family secret, so I can't tell you.
Fine.
After she obtains the dye, Simone puts the fabric into the dye and leaves it to soak in the sun.
It's an actual process in itself as well. Not only is it with the dye, it's also with the sun. So the sun leaves like an imprint on it, its own little watermarks. And I'll just basically just roast it and cook it and turn it.
After the dyeing process is done, the fabric is then brought upstairs to Simone's workspace. This is the part where her designs come to life using the fabrics that she had dyed.
This one here is actually an old curtain, which I've cut up and I've actually put some dye into it. This is a mixture of yellow and the mangrove mixed together. This one here is a strapless dress. That one's with mangrove bark.
And how do you get the patterns? Is it from like...
That's what I was
Turning
telling
her.
you before, like I roast it, so basically I spin it, so that water that was left on top of there, that's actually roasted into that material, leaving its own natural mark.
The design Simone makes is then modeled by Indigenous models, especially those who are related to her. She makes sure that her models are taught about the dyeing process before they model her designs, thus carrying out the third component of her designs, which is passing on the knowledge.
I love this.
Do you know what you're gonna make it?
Well, Nana told me like you can't do anything with it, that's too beautiful.
You should make a skirt, like a...
Just leave it.
No, you know what you should do on it?
You can just hang it off a wall.
What you should do on it is just a bit of fabric around that colour, a bit darker, and then make a short skirt out of it, like a one there, and then drape that over the top with the